London, Reuters, stocks, bond yields and commodities steamed higher on Thursday while the dollar tumbled, as investors suddenly seemed to forget the inflation fears blamed for a brutal market sell-off in recent weeks. Economists were struggling to explain the turnaround except for the argument that historically the euro trademark is not unusual for stocks and bond market borrowing costs to rise in tandem with a rapidly expanding economy. Some just blamed the weather and time of year. They speculated that strong U.S. inflation data on Wednesday that many had predicted could reignite the rout was probably distorted. They also said the looming Chinese New Year may have caused Asian traders to square up. Whatever the reason, the animal spirits were back. Big gains for Wall Street. And Asia overnight put MSCI Euro trademark S47 country world stocks index. MIWD 00000 plus back in positive territory for the year, and Europea Euro trademark S main markets followed with 0.6 to 1% gains. EU. A euro for me a euro trademark S a clear indication that inflation is not as big a threat as people made it out to be over the past couple of weeks, a euro, said Lucas Dalder, Chief Investment Officer at Robeco in Rotterdam. A euro or ETH trend behind the market is still very strongly pointed upwards, a euro, he added. A euro E2017 was a very momentum driven market, and if that a euro trademark is still the case, which after yesterday it appears to be, then we will probably see new highs before too long, a euro. Just as big a puzzle as the rebound in stocks sentiment was the breakdown in correlation between rising U.S. bond yields and dollar. U.S. Treasury yields on benchmark 10-year notes US 10YT equals RR hit a fresh 4-year high of 2.94%, which also dragged gap to 0.786%. German Bunds to 10YT equals TWEB to its widest in 10 months. US/GBD/EUR. The dollar tumbled though across the board, including to a 15-month low against the yen of 106.18 yen, as worries about the US government euro trademark S finances seemed to set again after a White House-led spending splurge and recent corporate tax cuts. That also marked a drop of 3.8% from its early February peak near 110.50 yen, while the euro and pound both climbed back above the $1.25 and $1.40 thresholds. A euro or ETH story I hear most frequently from people is the euro trademark S, the re-emergence of the twin deficits, a euro, said RBC Capital Markets head of currency strategy Adam Cole, in London, of the dollar a euro trademark S persistent weakness. A euro or ETH seem to be concerns on the US fiscal position and what that implies for the current account, a euro. Volatility drops. Asia stocks rally overnight saw Australian shares climb 1.15% and South Korea's Kospi.KS11 added 1.1%. Japan's Nikkei.N225 advanced 1.5% following 3 successive sessions of losses that took it to a 4-month low the previous day. Volatility shrank back rapidly too. The VIX index. VIX, Wall Street a euro trademark S a euro e fear gauge a euro and a measure of market volatility, fell all the way back to 18, less than half the 50-point peak touched last week. The dollar a euro trademark S weakness also lifted emerging markets and commodities, though there were idiosyncratic stories in play too. The South African rand ZAR equals D3 traded at 11.73 per dollar and near a 2-1/2-year high of 11.66 set overnight after the country's ruling African National Congress, ANC, said it would proceed with a vote to remove President Jacob Zuma from office. Brent crude futures LCOC1 shot up over 1% meanwhile to $65.06 per barrel before losing some of its momentum. While the greenback was a big factor as oil is priced in it, the gains also came after a surge the previous day triggered by supply data and comments for Saudi Arabia a euro trademark S energy minister that major oil producers would prefer tighter markets than end supply cuts too early. O/R. Gold XAU equals shown 2 as it rose to a 10-day top of $7,195 per ounce and on track for a weekly gain of more than 6%. GOL/.